morning, everyone. We are at the World Championship of Mondioring, FCI Mondioring, Portugal. Third category, first day. We have the Hungarian representative coming now on the field. First part is reading of the microchip. We have confirmation of the name. Attila Tot with Khan. So we have the first exercise, which will be refusal of food. And during this refusal of food, you have the presentation of the competitor.
Hello everybody, my name is Attila Tot, I'm from Hungary. My dog name is All jumps maximum. We have a whistle.
He says that he will use the whistle, he will jump all the 3 jumps at the maximum height or length. And now you see he chooses the stick that he will use for the stick exercise, Petit Bois. And now he chooses also if the first attack, the flea attack, will be a stopped one or not. When the moment comes, I will explain this exercise. And now you see the 2 sausages were dropped right in front of the nose of the dog. He didn't even touch it. Have the next exercise, which will be changing of positions. The dog is let in a stand position, and the handler goes there, and he will give the dog the commands. He has to hold also a apple. Then he puts it, then he gives another command. So this is sit, so with every position that he changes, he takes 1 fruit from the basket, puts it, lay down, again. So this is another difficulty. Now he has 5 seconds to wait. Now he can recall the dog with the last. No, so the. Okay. So actually, for the last changing of position, he had to wait 5 seconds. And then, only then, call the dog. Now we have the next exercise, which will be the Petit Bois, the wooden stick that you saw him choose at the beginning of the competition. The dog has to stay in a sit position and wait as the handler goes, and he will have to put that little wooden stick that you saw in the beginning exactly where he is showed, meaning within this tent. And then 4 other wooden sticks, exactly the same size, same texture, same everything, only without the scent of the handler, because he was able to hold it in his hands for a couple of seconds, are placed right next to it. So the dog has to go in, and based on scent, you see there's another difficulty here, because there are animals. The theme of this World Championship is traditions and farm. So he went inside the tent, and now he has to choose between the 5 wooden sticks, only the one that has the scent of his owner, of his handler. And now he has to retrieve it, of course. And it's the good one. It has an X on it, so it's the good wooden stick. We will have confirmation. You see, the thumbs up, it's confirmation. Now, the next exercise, we'll have the send away. It's a 50-meter send away from that position in between these 2 bulls that you see here. There are very big animals on the, and also some smoke. Okay, so he will get points, not maximum, but good. So he gets a -6 because the recall wasn't fast enough. And -4 because he didn't go between the bulls, but he went between the other places. Now we have the retrieval of object. It's a very, very, very complicated object. Very big, as you see. It's plastic. It's not metal, but still. Very complicated. You heard the triple hornet because the time expired. All this has to happen within a couple of sub-seconds. Now we have the heeling exercise. The dog that you see, of course, without leash, without collar, has to follow the owner, and each time that you will hear a hornet, he will have to stop, and the dog also, of course, stop. You just heard there's a extra difficulty in this exercise. There are ducks when they cross over this wooden part. So there are 2 mistakes, 2 points that he will lose. You see, each time that the dog passes through this wooden plank, there are 2 ducks that make noise. Now we have the next exercise, which is absence of handler. So the dog is left in a sit position. The handler goes away from the dog, as you can see. The dog cannot see his owner. his handler, and we will have some distractions during this minute that should, of course, make the dog uneasy, but he has to stay in the position. Very good. After one minute, you will hear the judge use his hornet to signal the possibility for the owner to come back, the handler to come back to his dog and continue the exam. So in Mondioring we have three parts, let's say, in each exam. This first part that you are seeing now, which implies obedience mostly, and scent. And the second part that starts now with obstacles. There are 3 obstacles in category 3. This palisade that you see here, 2 meters 30 maximum height, he asked. Very good, good. Very nice, Khan. Congrats. Second jump, which is the long jump, which is 4 meters. So the dog again is left in a sit position. The owner, the handler, comes by the very good. Very good. And the third, which is the hurdle that you see here, 1 meter 20. Again, the dog will be left in a sit position. It doesn't matter the position in which he is left, sit or down, even standing. The idea is that he has to stay on place and then jump, stop, as you see, lay down, jump again, and be recalled by whistle. Very good. Now we have defense of handler. So the exercise starts. He gave the command to the dog, and now the exercise already started. He can no longer give any extra command to the dog. We see the two decoys that come. You see knocking on the wood. They also have the wooden sticks, the bamboos that are used for attack. So this is a extra difficulty. Commissioner is there by the side. The dog, of course, in this exercise must not attack or any of the decoys or, of course, any other person. But the decoys, just when there will be an attack from one of the 2 decoys on the handler. This is a scenario that all the contestants have to follow. It's a very specific scenario.
I think we got them all, right? Oh, we forgot 2. I think we forgot 2.
See,
Look, 1.
there is provocation, as you see.
So now you can pick it up, okay? And we go backwards. Let's go.
So the dog, of course, does not know which one of the two decoys will make contact, will attack his handler. So this is why he turns, he looks at both of them while keeping close to the handler.
Yeah, okay, a little bit on the right, and I think we're good, huh? Yeah, we're good here. Okay. We're gonna see if we find some other one. Come on with me, please. You're gonna step right here.
So you see,
Step right here. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna show you first, okay? So on the first step, I would see. I don't see any at all.
so the handler has to respect all that the decoys tell him to do.
On the third one,
So you see, he has to climb on the third step of the ladder, not second, not fourth. It's very important.
you see any? No? Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe over there. He knows already. Okay, so come down, and then you will pull.
Very important to know that the handler is not allowed to say any words. He's not allowed to talk, even if he's asked questions from the decoys, just as you saw. You see, the handler has to put his feet exactly on the square, his hands exactly there.
Okay, so you take one, you know the deal, okay? You have a good bite, okay? And you pass out, go. Did you just pass out?
This is the scenario.
Was it like a, I think so. Poisonous one? Go check. Let me check that. Oh, that doesn't look good. It doesn't look like he's breathing at all. You see any? No. 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 To me. Are you awake?
All this time. So you see, they sit next to him.
Maybe he needs some air. I think he's dead. Yeah, they need some air. Okay.
Khan, the dog of Attila, is on the table.
Check his pulse. Check his pulse.
So you see just now. Oh, very good. Very good.
Lasse!
I think that the 3 seconds.
J'attendais votre signal.
Okay, so
He can stay with you or whatever. You can look at you.
okay. Unfortunately, although he did bite, he bit outside the 2 seconds. There's a time limit of 2 seconds after the contact that the dog has to bite the decoy. So he did bite, but not within the. So there are plates with hot dogs on the field. You have to know that. We'll have the first attack with accessories. This is the accessory that will be used to block the dog. It's a fence made out of foam parts. So the dog really has to go through, push, 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 and bite. Very good, very, very good attack. It's a very complicated because this fence creates a barrier. So there's a 4-second delay of the attack because of the accessory, of course. What you see on the field also, we were talking about earlier, these 2 plates. There are 2 plates. There are some extra explanations from the judge and the deputy judge on the way that the decoy should use the accessory. The purpose of the decoy is mostly, if not exclusively, to help the judges better evaluate and assess the qualities of the dog. So now, as you see, one of the two decoys, Morgan Blanchard from Portugal,
Rusty one though.
went inside the tent in the middle. Attila, representative from Hungary, with Khan, his dog, went outside. And now they come back inside the field because we'll have the exercise of research and escort of the decoy. The dog, of course, does not know where the decoy hid himself. He will have 3 minutes to find him. So now we have the preparation, and then we'll have the send for the. You just heard the command to search. And the dog has to go on the whole field looking for the decoy and using his scent. I think he smelled him. He's inside the tent, so he has to go inside the tent. Yes. Certainly he knows that he smelled him, he knows he's inside, and we will hear the dog when he finds the decoy. He has to start barking to signal the presence of the decoy. You see, he tries to go push through, but he will. I think it's a question of seconds until he finds out the way to go inside. Yes, of course, very good. But now he has to. I think that inside there's a second obstacle. The exercise is not complete until we hear barking of the dog, signaling the presence of the decoy. Inside there's the decoy and also the judge to make sure that everything is according to regulation. Unfortunately, until the dog does not start barking, it means that so unfortunately he touched the food on the ground. You see there are some plates on the field that have some food, and he touched the food. So even though in the beginning he had maximum points for the food refusal, it's considered that if the dog, even within the exam, if he touches the food that is left on the field, he will get 0 points for the food refusal. Okay, very good, very good, very good. So now you hear the dog barking. Deputy judge made signal to the handler to come, and now we will have the second part of this exercise, which is the escort. The decoy will try 3 times to run away from the dog, but the dog will have to stop him. Okay, so now we have the exercise of escort beginning. You see, the dog is not allowed to bite until and only if the decoy tries to run away from the dog. Again, the moments and the places that the decoy tries to run away from the dog are the same for all the competitors, so meaning that they use these tires, for example. Okay, and now you will see. So we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 meters. This means minus 7 points in the first try. You see, those are the plates with the food that we were talking about. Because of the wind, they got blown away. Second attempt to escape was on a plain field. There's 1 second of delay from the command to there was one extra bite of the dog. As I told you, the dog is not allowed to bite the decoy, only when he tries to actually escape. So this is why we had that command. And now this will be probably the third try of the decoy to run away. He uses this bench, as you see, and he managed to get a couple of meters, some meters. Let's say see how many. We'll have the count now. Deputy judge stopped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 meters. And now recall of Khan, the dog. Now we have the stick attack. The judges talk a little bit because, of course, we need to assess stick attack, and we will go, because the stick attack is over the obstacle, we'll go here to better see the actual attack. So the dog will have to jump over the water and the fence. Very good, very good, very good. Going right through, no hesitation. Okay. Great attack, very good. Following, it's not over yet. I'm just announcing that the next competitor will be from Romania, Raluca Marcu with Argo. We are in the first day of category 3. Now we have the stopped flea attack. So the decoy will provoke the dog, he will flee, and then if the deputy judge raises the red pallet, he has to stop the attack, I will tell you, or full. It's a full attack. It's gonna be a full attack. Very nice, very nice. Now he will has a gun, shoots 2 times. Very nice attack of Khan Attila Tot from Hungary. Okay, so now we have the second attack, and of course we know that now it will be the other, meaning stopped attack. So he has to recall the dog, and the dog has to not bite. Very good, very good, very good. you saw in the last moment, now they will count how many seconds, how many meters before the decoy, the attack was stopped. The closer the attack stops, then the more points they get. Now we have the garde-objet. Protection of the object. So the handler takes the object that you see each time. It's a different object. In Mondioring, he will put it here in the middle of the circle. Then the handler goes here inside the tent, so outside of the visual reach of the dog. And the decoys will try 3 times to steal the object. Of course, the purpose is for the dog to guard the object, so not to let the decoys steal it. The first decoy is here. He comes directly. Okay, fortunately the dog. So you see the decoys choose how they approach. So this is Khan.
The exit's over there. Okay, that's fine.
Just want you to see him. Very good performance of Khan. A pity for the last exercise. Don't really know what happened, except that it was a very, very nice performance. Now we move on to the next competitor. From Romania, as you see by the flag, Raluca Marcu with Argo. We are in the Mafra Stadium near Lisbon, the city of Mafra, where the World Championship of Mondioring, FCI Mondioring, is taking place. We are in the 3rd day. Yesterday we had category 1 and 2 Grand Prix, and today we have the first day of the championship of category 3. So we have checking of the microsip. Just a confirmation. There was already a vet check, but so now we start with the presentation. So the dog will be left in a down position while the competitor goes and presents herself to the judges, the deputy judges. She chooses the wooden stick. She will call by the whistle. The jumps all at maximum, and now she will choose the sealed, she gets the sealed wooden stick that she may hold for a couple of seconds. You will see the wooden stick gets a mark, and now she will hold it for 5 seconds. And now she chooses if the first attack will be a stopped attack or I mean, it's a random choice, she doesn't know. Now we have the first exercise, food refusal. You see the sausages actually fall right in front of the dog. Very good. Second exercise, changing of positions. The dog will be left between the birds and the wooden stick. And the handler will go here between these two barrels. And actually the handler will have to tell the dog what positions inside the barrel is she takes one fruit, she sees the position, she gives a down command, sit position, stand, down position, stand position. So now she has to wait for 5 seconds until the last, and sit position. And now she may recall the dog. So there's so 2.5 points she loses on this exercise. What you see in the back is because of the wind, which is quite strong today. Yesterday we had about 30 degrees, sunny. Today it's quite windy. The fence fell in the back, but it's been re-put into position. So now we have the wooden object, the petit bois. The dog was left in a sit position. The commissioner is by the dog to see if he advances. He will lose some points for that. And now the competitor goes inside the tent, puts the wooden object on the wooden stick on the ground, and then the other objects are put right next to it. Apparently the commissioner said, you just saw now, you see, the dog barks at the animals. There's some pigs, some cows, because the theme of this exam is countryside and traditions. It's one of the difficulties of this exam. But the dog has to jump the fence and go inside. Okay, so he was recalled by the owner, the handler. Now we have the next exercise, which will be the send away. The dog will have to go for 50 meters in a straight line in between these two bulls for maximum points. But he went on the right side, so he was recalled. So no block, no wooden block. Send away. Now we have the retrieval of the apport, retrieval of object. It's this blue vase. very difficult object because, as you can see, it's very big. But he manages to catch it. But he has to bring it within the time limit. Unfortunately, okay, so he manages to bring the object. The time passed, but still we have the healing exercise. The dog is without leash, without collar. We have to say this, and each time that the hornet is blown by the judge, the dog has to stop. There is a big difficulty on this part. Under this wooden plank, there are two ducks that make noise, just as you saw. Now now we go at the jumping, no, the minute d'absence, sorry. So the dog will be left in a sit position, just in front of this carriage. And the competitor, the handler, will go behind this windmill. And for 1 minute the dog has to wait, and there will be a distraction at a certain point within this minute, as the same time frame for all the competitors. You will see the judge making the signal to the assistant, and there will be some, you see, these bells that were thrown away by that machine. After 1 minute, the judge will use his hornet to signal the competitor that she may rejoin the dog. No, it's hungry.
The same, right?
Yes, 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 yes. It's Attila, yeah. Okay, so now we go for the second part of the Mondioring exam. A very long and difficult exam. In general, it's 45-minute long exam if you count all the exercises. Okay. So we have maximum height of 2 meters and 30 to 30 meters. She may get another attempt. Come on, come on, come on. Good, yes. Good, 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 good. Okay. Okay.
Yes, please, thank you.
So we have the second jump. It's the long jump. She puts the dog in a down position. It's a 4-meter long jump. Very good. extra distraction with because of the wind, but okay, so there's a -2 points because the dog advanced a little bit. Now we'll have the hurdle, 1.20 m height. Okay. Now we have the defense of the handler. We have the preparation, which is outside.
In the middle, okay? And then you wait for the other.
So the preparation of the dog. We are waiting for the decoys. There's a little bit of a delay. The decoys were not ready. So now the exercise will begin. So we have the preparation of the dog, and the dog, she has to go inside the windmill. And now we have the two decoys approaching, so already the exercise has begun. The contestant is inside, and now she comes outside. She's not allowed to speak, talk, give any commands, or touch the dog. The dog has to follow her, protect her, of course, and bite only when one of the two decoys will attack her. So the scenario is very specific for all the competitors. She has to pick only 3 out of the 5 fruits that are on the ground, put them inside, and there will be some provocation. You see noises, you see sudden moves, all things that are meant to provoke the dog.
Okay, you ready? Then we go back.
The decoys may talk to the handler, but the handler is not allowed to answer. You see the dog looks at one, at the other decoy, because the dog knows that one of the two will attack the owner, but he doesn't know which one, of course.
So I'm gonna go on the third one.
So you see the decoy goes on the third
I don't think so.
step.
That would be good if you go for it. The view is not good.
Now the same thing has to be done by the handler. So the third, not the fourth, not the
How is
second.
it? Do you see any?
She has to
Everything I see, so how is the view?
she has to put her hand like that. You see, a bit of provocation, bit of provocation.
Okay.
Okay, you see,
It's good, right?
so the
Yeah, you
dog
come down and you follow François. Try to find another one.
went
Yeah,
just a
this
little
way.
bit with the decoy, but then he came back. This is the idea of the defense of handlers. Maybe she will lose some points on this, maybe 2-meter distance. And now she has to sit, put her feet within the square and her hands within the green square again.
Okay, so now
You see the deputy judge is very careful.
a goodbye When you want and then
She,
sleepy baby.
she,
Oh, she passed out. She done.
she takes a bite of the apple and then she has to
What happened? Yeah, that's what happened. She's dead. She passed out.
keep, you see, keep the hands on the table. You see there's some provocation again. You see the dog, he looks at both decoys, one or the other.
Yeah, I think this one is not. Maybe she needs some air.
Okay,
You give me the sun.
now he will blow some air.
Oh, let me check your pulse first. Hello.
Again, 2 second. So the dog bit, it was good, but more than 2 seconds had passed. It's too bad because the dog was really good, but these are the rules. So the dog, after the contact, he has 2 seconds. If he doesn't bite within the 2 seconds, then the exercise is considered failed. So now we have the accessories. The Morgan Blanchard, decoy from Portugal, and also Portugal, organizer of the World Championship, Mondioring FCI 2023. He will use this foam fence to intimidate, block, delay the dog. The wind is getting stronger and stronger. The dog passed through the fence. So there is a little some commentaries from the judge on the decoy. Again, the decoy has to respect the indications of the judge on how he should act when the dog attacks. If I heard correctly, there were some comments. So now now the dog comes back on the field. He went outside for the decoy to go inside this fence and hide himself. And now we have the research, the search and escort of the decoy. He went on basically on a straight line. Very, very good now, but he has to go inside the tent and signal the presence of the decoy by barking. Inside the tent there's a second hideout, so it's not an easy. You see, he sees, he knows that they're inside. Rather, he is inside because the decoy, the judge, does not really matter for the dog. See, he tries to jump over. He has 3 minutes. He's definitely in the good place. He knows he's in a good place, but he has to go inside and really find the decoy. And the judge is there inside also to confirm that the exercise is well done. And once the dog starts barking, then and the judge signals by hornet, then and only then may the handler approach, and we have the second part of the exercise, meaning the escort. Wow. This is a Malinois. This is, so for anyone who asks him else, has any doubts about what a Malinois means, this is a Malinois. So determined that they will even jump on. So he left a little bit, now he comes back. This is very frustrating for the dog because he smells, he knows that it is inside, but judges have the time, and they keep time, and it's 3-minute time for the dog to find the decoy. We have 19 countries participating in this World Championship from all around the world: Switzerland, Sweden, Romania, Israel, Poland, Portugal, of course, organizers, Philippines, Greece, United States, Brazil, Germany, Austria, Belgium, France, Hungary, Italy. Okay, so we heard the hornet. I will take just a couple of seconds to show you exactly what I was talking about. You see on the field we have some plates with food. If at any point the dog eats the food, he will have 0 points for refusal of food. So now we have stick attack over the obstacle. The obstacle has two, let's say, challenges. One, of course, being the fence, the height, this one. The second, that there is water coming out. We will stay here to better see the attack. You see water coming out of the fence. Now the attack starts. Okay, directly on the hand. The decoys, you can see they use a stick, but it's a stick that is split into 4 pieces at the end to make noise. But at no point. Okay, so he advanced 1 meter. So there's a 1 meter point deduction. I wanted to say, for those who are not familiar with this sport and who see for the first time, there is no hitting of the dog. It's just intimidating. Now we have the flee attack and the stopped attack. So you see there are 2 pellets, green and red. I will tell you if it's red, then the attack has to be stopped. If it's green, it will be a full flee attack, meaning that the decoy runs. we have a red, so it will be a stopped attack. Very good. Very, very good. Good. Four-meter range. And now we will have a full attack, meaning we have another flea attack, meaning that the decoy runs away from the dog. He has a gun in his hand. The dog will have to bite him. And then 2 gunshots will be fired by the decoy. The dog has to, of course, not let go and keep on working. Very good. 1, 2. Very good, very, very good. Okay, now the final exercise of the exam, it's garde d'objet. Defense of object, guarding actually of object. The object will be put in the middle of these 2 circles. The owner goes to, the handler goes inside the tent. So outside the view reach of the dog, and he will have to guard the object while the decoys will try for 3 times to steal the object. So we know the order of the decoys. Here's the first one coming in white. It's from France. But he chooses how I didn't hear this before. Inside the object there's a duck, and the dog touches the duck, it makes, of course, the squeaking sound of the duck. So this is extra difficulty. So the decoy chooses the way he wants to, you see, the squeaking sound of the Of course, they have to try and steal the object. They cannot stay for 10 minutes. You hear the squeaking sounds, and this is very deconcentrating for the dog because it squeaks, and at the same time, okay, he was right on the edge of the first circle. Okay, good. So this was the first attempt. Now we'll have the second one by Morgan Blanchard, the decoy in the orange and black suit that you see here. The decoys choose the manner that they want to approach the dog. Some come very fast. I mean, the same decoy, but for some dogs they may try and come very fast. For some others, on the opposite, very slowly. You see, they stop, they look at the dog, or they may not. So this is a personal approach of the decoy. Their objective is to steal this object from the dog. And what you saw earlier is very good because the dog, once he bites, then the decoy, you see, he goes away, but the dog also has to let go of the decoy and come back and guard his object. You see, he tried with a fast approach now. And okay, very, very good. The dog let go, came back on the object. It's a privilege to be on the field and be able to see, I mean, so close. And now for the final attempt, you see the decoy. He has a hose, a water hose, so he will use water to scare the dog away. You see, he hoses the dog, but okay, the hose went around the neck of the dog. He took the hose away. Very good. Very, very good. Okay. And now the hornet signals the return of the handler. Very good. So this is Argo, Raluca. Excellent. Good. So Raluca Marcu with Argo from Romania. And now it's the turn of Belgium. They are waiting for the other dog to go out, and now she may put the leash on the dog. Again, the dogs come on the field with no leash, no collar. Not even a flea leash is allowed, collar. They check the pockets just to be sure. Now we have the Belgium. Freddy Schoonboog with Pasco from from Belgium, sorry. He goes to present himself. He takes the microphone. It has been the same for all the contestants. We all have again Belgian Malinois. He tells the audience and also the judges if he will be using a whistle or voice command. So 230, 120, and I think that the long jump will be, I have to check, I didn't hear, the wind is quite strong, so the long jump will be 3.5 meters. For 5 seconds, you see he may hold the wooden stick. Which will be an exercise that will follow. And now, being in the back, now you see, okay, so food refusal is okay. Although I told you it's always possible for the dog to lose this exercise if he eats some of the food that is on the field. You can see even here on the defense there is food all over the place. So now we have second exercise, changing of positions. The dog is left in a sit position between the birds and, no, in a stand position, sorry, between the stick and the birds. The owner has to go there between the two barrels, and he has to pick up a fruit, tell the dog what position to change, and then throw it. Down position. Sit position. stand position, down position, stand position. Now he has to wait for 5 seconds to give the final position. See, sit, and now he may recall the dog. You see, we have fun in Mondioring. These are the fun parts of the. So now we have the petit bois, the retrieval of the wooden stick that you saw in the beginning. So he will leave the dog in a sit position right in front of this case. The dog has to wait, of course. And now the handler will go inside the stand. You have the judge there telling him exactly how to position the wooden stick on the floor, on the ground. And then there are other 4 identical wooden sticks next to the one that the handler touched in the beginning. So the dog has to go inside. You saw the previous dog was afraid of the cow and the pigs, because this is the theme of this exam, with this championship actually. Farm and traditions. You see, he looks at the cow. We have to consider the fact that these are herding dogs. So we have Belgian shepherds, we have German shepherds. Unfortunately, he went a bit away, but so he uses his nose to search for the object. He's here on the left. I don't want to move in order to distract the dog. Okay, jump. Okay, good. Go inside. Okay, very good. Now he went inside. And thumbs up from the judge. It's the good object. Very good. Very good. Now we go for the send away. Send away 50 meters. Preparation of the dog. And there will be some smoke coming outside from the right side. And the dog has to go through these 2 bulls here. Come on. No, fortunately not. Too bad. Okay, we move next to the next exercise. This is a very complicated exercise. You saw these are the 2 bulls facing the dog. It's a very complicated exercise. And now, speaking of complicated, here is the retrieval of object. The object is this plastic vase. It's very hard to get. Oh, okay, good. Very good. Okay, it has to take the object. Take the object within the time frame. Okay. He will lose, I think, some points because the dog chewed the object, but all in all, it's a very good exercise. Now we have the heeling exercise. Heeling means that the dog has to walk by the handler. Again, you may see the dog has no collar, no leash. the handlers have to respect the trajectory, the path that was indicated. On this plank, you see that there are two ducks that make noise when the
Wrong way.
okay. You just heard that the exercise was stopped because the handler did not respect the way to turn. Here he had to make a U-turn, but with the dog on the exterior, not on the interior. And so he turned the dog facing the interior way. So the judge stopped the exercise. Now we have the minute of absence. The dog is let in a sit position, and the handler goes behind this windmill here. And for 1 minute the dog has to wait. And during this time there will be a distraction made by some bells that will jump there. And the assistant has a remote control. Each time these things change, meaning the distractions change, the scenario, everything. So you see the two bells jumping. The dog has to remain in a sit position. And then after 1 minute, the judge will call him by using his hornet. Speaking of Belgium, Belgium won the first place in the Grand Prix of Category 1 yesterday. Italy came second, and Philippines came third. We have 19 countries from all around the world: Philippines, Brazil, United States, Portugal, of course, organizers, Spain, Italy, Romania, Israel, Belgium, of course, Austria. Now we have the palisade. It's this wall that the dog has to jump in a straight up, 2 meters and 30 centimeters high. Oh, very good. Very good. Very nice. Now we have the long jump, 3.5 meters. So he gave an extra command. He said, sit and wait. This counts as a mistake. Very good. 3.5 meters. We'll see if he wants to make it longer or not. There was a little bit of hesitation of the dog when he laid down. Okay, so he will attempt a longer jump to gain some extra points. So he will try to jump the 4 meter length now. Very good. Okay. And now we have the hurdle, which is this obstacle. 1 meter 20 centimeters height. The handler goes by the side of the hurdle. Dog has to jump, stop on the other side, and jump again, and then be recalled by the owner. Very nice, very nice. The commissioner tells the
Stop by yourself.
Yeah, but that's in a row. You need to know where the stop should be. Okay. You need to know where the stop are. If you don't stop, then you make it. Yeah, but then you make it. If you are not
So we have the defense of the handler that started.
that's not nice to explain. If it's
So you will see, for those of you who came a little bit later in the transmission, the scenario of the defense is the same. The dog has to protect his owner from the attack of one of the two decoys that you see here in front. He takes 3 fruits. He doesn't have to answer to any provocation of the decoys. So we know, because we saw the white dog and we also saw the other, we know who is going to be the attacker. You see the judge and the deputy judge are very careful, and they look at the handler. The handler is not allowed to give any verbal or physical command by touching the dog in any way. If not, he risks to lose the whole exercise. And he also has to respect the scenario. For example, here he has to go on the third step, not second, not fourth, not fifth. Okay, and now you will see by the bench, again, things are very precise. The handler has to sit with his 2 feet in the square on the ground and the 2 hands. And then he has to feint. The decoy is again provoking the dog. See, they even sit. Now one of the decoys will present. You see, now there's a handshake. No, unfortunately, he loses the defense. It's a very complicated, difficult defense. So for the accessories, the first attack. So from all the dogs today, just one of the dogs bit the decoy in the good amount of time, so he managed to continue the exercise. This shows the difficulty of the exam. So this is the accessory. It's a fence made out of foam that the decoy will use to intimidate the dog, make him now recall, very good. 3-second delay. Okay, so he gets -2 points for the AG, it's aspect général, general aspect, because he touched the dog before preparing him. So now we have the same decoy, Morgan Blanchard, going inside the tent, because we have the search and escort of the decoy. We're in Portugal, near Lisbon, in Mafra, where the World Championship Mondioring FCI is taking place. First day of category 3, third day overall of the World Championship. We had the Grand Prix of category 1 and 2 yesterday, the opening ceremony on Wednesday evening. And now we have the search of the decoy, meaning that the dog, now he received command from the owner, and now he has to search the whole field. We're on the football stadium, so a big field. He has to search the whole stadium, the whole field, for hideouts where the decoy might be, and of course find the decoy. The dogs do this generally by searching the whole field and then using their scent to find the decoy. And now you see, this is the tent where the decoy is, but the dog actually has to go inside and really find him, see him, and start barking. And then and only then will the judge, who is inside, will use his hornet to tell the handler that he may come, and the exercise of escort may begin. And everything that you see has to be in 3 minutes time. We have a deputy judge here with the keeping the time also. It's a windy day, but actually it's a good day for dogs, because yesterday, for example, we had 30 degrees, it was quite hot. So for the dogs, this is actually a very good time. Normally this is a very hard exam. Very takes about 45 minutes with all the three parts of the exam, meaning obedience that you saw in the beginning, jumping of the obstacles, and finally the part where we are now, which counts the most as points also, which is the attacks, defense of handler, defense of object. There's a total of 400 points in play. That's the maximum. Some barking. Okay, the time has passed. The dog started barking, but this means that unfortunately the dog did not find the escort. He found it now when he got out, but it was too late. Okay, now we have the stick attack, the face attack. So we move towards the fence here, the hay fence, because now we will have the stick attack, face attack.
No, I'm mad. I'm gonna bring it home. I'm gonna eat more gun with this one.
So the dog will have to jump over this fence, and there is also water coming out, as you see now. We have the attack. The dog comes charging. Okay, directly on the foot, very good attack. You see the decoys have this bamboo stick that they use to intimidate the dog and make noises. Okay, very good. He let go on the hornet and the coal, and he has to go back to his handler. Very good. I think there will be a 1 second penalty for one extra bite. Now we have the flea attack, both of them. You remember in the beginning the contestant choose. He doesn't know, of course, but he chooses if the first flea attack will be a stopped one or not. Deputy judge has here 2 pallets. Green means full attack, red means stopped attack. I will tell you if it's a stopped attack. Red, stopped attack. Okay, he waited really long. Okay, fortunately he waited a bit too much. There's an assistant also in case the handler doesn't see well the color. The assistant knows, and he puts his hand on the handler if he has to stop. So all precautions are made. And now, of course, we will have a full attack, a flea attack. Very low. Okay, again. Okay, unfortunately, I think we have a little. The dog took the ankle of the decoy, He's okay. He's okay, but we stopped because safety comes first, as always. So these things can happen. Let's not forget we are talking about bite work, about very strong dogs, speed, force, all of this. So fortunately the decoy is okay, but if there is any chance that someone might get hurt, the things are stopped. And this also shows you the level of control of these dogs. We are talking about world-class dogs. So immediately when he was called, he let go and he came. So this is the level of control. These are not out of control dogs. So now we are going for the defense of object. The handler went inside the tent, so the dog cannot see his handler. And now the decoys will try in three times to steal the object. From the dog. The dog has to protect the object. You see, this is the first decoy coming. Okay, and the dog saw him. You hear inside the object there are some squeaky toys that make noise. This is not very not easy, let's say, at all for the dogs. You see all these squeaky toys that are very annoying for the dog also. But the dog keeps focus on the decoy. He knows that he has to protect the object. And when the decoy will try, because he has to try to steal the object, he will of course bite him. But then he has to let go and come back to guard the object. This is the purpose of the exercise. For example, if he doesn't let go of the decoy, then he loses the exercise also. Okay, very good. He went down. Okay, you see, so the decoy tried to get away and he let go, coming back on the object. So this was the first attempt, successful for the dog. Now the judge makes a signal to the second decoy in an orange and black suit.
Okay, everybody. We still have 3 dogs after this eldest dog. So after Sweden, we will break and continue with Germany dog around 13:20.
Some announcements. So second attempt, and now we have the third attempt. Third attempt from the decoy to, and now he will use water. You see he has a hose in his hand, and he will try to scare the dog away using water in order to steal the object. This is the last exercise. You see he starts spraying the dog. Oh, very okay, very good, very good, very good. Excellent work. Okay, and he let go, he goes back on the object. Very good. This is now you heard the hornet. Handler comes back. And the double hornet will mean the end of exercise and completion of this. You see, again, the dogs are without leash, decoys are running around.
All good?
Okay, so now we head on for the next competitor from Philippines. As I told you, we are at the World Championship of Mondioring FCI.
Three more dogs and then break. Three dogs.
Checking off the microsip.
Okay. Sit. Yes.
So we heard the presentation of the competitor from Philippines. He will start with 2 meters and 10 centimeters height. This is why they are taking out from the palisade 2 sticks. Okay, so we have food refusal starts, unfortunately, in a bad way. This dog is hungry and he showed us. Okay, let's go for the second exercise. Ils ont tous faim.
Copier. Assis. Yes.
So the dog is left in a stand position. And the handler facing the dog will have to pick fruits, one fruit, tell the dog what position to change,
Pushing.
and then leave. Throw the fruit away in the other basket.
Assis.
Sit. Stand.
Pushing.
Lay down. The fifth position. Stand, and then he has to wait for 5 seconds. This is a
Assis.
sit. And now he may recall the dog. advance for 1 meter and one extra command. Okay. Next exercise, the petit bois wooden stick, the small wooden stick that the competitor took in the beginning of the exam. The dog has to wait, and the competitor will go here inside the stand, place the wooden stick where the judge shows him, and around that wooden stick there are 4 more identical sticks. The dog has to, of course, choose the one that his handler held in hand and has the scent of his owner. There's a difficulty here because you see there are animals, pigs, cows, these huge bulls. The theme of the championship is traditions and farm. Some dogs were even afraid of these animals. Okay, very good. You see he's using his nose. He went inside the tent, and now the judge will say, okay, thumbs up. Yes, it has the mark, meaning that it's the good wooden stick. Very good. Now we have the send away. 50 meters from preparation. He has to go for 50 meters, okay. Between the bulls for maximum point. Okay, unfortunately he didn't go between the bulls, but he will get points. He will get -4 points because he went on the right side. Now we have next exercise, retrieval of object. We'll see it's this big vase, plastic vase. The dog has to, it's a very, okay, very nice, very nice.
Everybody listen. After 10 minutes, we will start the international selection running course, and everybody needs to move out from the fence to the back of the tracking field. So please, after 10 minutes, go back and
Okay.
we have a space behind the runners on the track. Thank you.
Now we have the healing exercise. So the dog did bring the object, but unfortunately it was not in the time frame. Now we have healing exercise, meaning that the dog has to walk by the side of the owner. You can see the very nice Belgian Malinois female. Cross on the plank, and of course, sorry, but unfortunately
Dans 10 minutes, la sélection internationale va commencer. Nous demandons à tous les participants de la sélection internationale d'être préparés et tous ceux qui ne participent pas au championnat du monde, tous ceux qui ne participent pas à la sélection internationale, sortent de la piste d'athlétisme et regagnent les tribunes. Merci à tous. Ceux qui ne font pas partie des équipes, je répète, sortez de la piste d'athlétisme. Merci.
So you heard the announcement We also have the super selection. So we have 1 minute of 1 minute of absence. The handler goes behind the windmill. The dog stays in a sit position with some distraction. He gave an extra command, so he loses points there. And the announcement you just heard made by the organizers is that the super selection will start in parallel with the championship. Super selection means selection of the decoys that will be next year in the World Championship in Greece. There. So decoys from all around the world come. We have from Belgium, we have from Spain, Portugal, Israel. They come and they compete. They are already decoys, and they compete so that the best decoys will participate in the World Championship next year. This means that the decoys that you see here are the ones that won the super selection last year. Okay. Now we have very nice. Okay, he wants to try once more. Jump higher. As you can see, these dogs very good. So he goes even higher for the maximum height. Meters, 30 centimeters. The dog was not looking. The dog was looking away, unfortunately. After this dog will make a break and then we'll come back to the second part. See, the dog keeps looking. Okay, he switched positions, he advanced a little bit. No, fortunately not. He wants another try. It's allowed by the rules. See here the dog advances a little bit. No jumping. No, okay. A bit not concentrated. So we have the hurdle, which is the next obstacle. 1.2 meters high.
Pushing. Yes.
Down position to wait. Doesn't matter the position in which the dog waits, but see the dog is looking away. Keeps looking on in the other part.
Pushing. Yes.
You see the dog is, even from the beginning, oriented on the left. He looks at the left. Oh, very okay, good. Okay, she managed to jump. Good. Okay, the judge tells that there will be some points deducted because of touching of the dog. Now we have the defense of the handler. The dog is really not concentrated at all with the handler. The dog should have followed the handler inside the windmill. Still, the dog is very far away, but the exercise may continue.
I see somebody? I think. Hi, hey, come on over here. Come on up. Please. Step on the line. All right. We're going to be looking for magic apple today, okay? So,
Yeah, come with me. Let's go.
over there.
Find the magic apple.
So the dog has to follow his handler.
How are you? You okay? Yeah? Okay, so stay right here.
The handler is not allowed to talk or to touch the dog, and he has to follow exactly the indications of the decoys.
Yeah, and that's cool, that's cool. I think we're gonna be there, right? Okay, lay down, okay? Yeah, there are more over there. Right here.
The decoys tell exactly what to do.
There we go. I'm going to show you, okay? I'm going to go on the third one.
The handler has to climb on the third step of the ladder. Things are very precise. You see, he has to put his hand that way. All this is very important. This is why the judge, the deputy judge, are on the two sides of the dog, looking for respecting the indications. So now he has to put his feet within the square, hands also within the square, and put his head. You see, there's a whole provocation. I think that there's a. He has 1 foot a bit outside of the square. The indications are very, very, very precise. Though I don't know if he will get some points deducted, but now is the most important part because we'll have the contact. He will check the pulse and then he will make contact. Okay. So actually this is the very, very good. I'm glad that we managed to see. Okay.
Allez. Come. Sorry.
So now we have the accessories. It's actually only the second dog that bites today in the defense. So now we prepare for the accessories. Morgan Blanchard, the decoy, who will do the accessories. The accessories is this fence made out of foam. The dog has to pass through and bite the decoy. When you hear the hornet, you'll have the command of the attack. Interesting, you see. So the dog tried to avoid the fence, go around it, and he bit on the chest. Okay, so he had 3 seconds of delay in the entry. So apparently the dog advanced. I was not, I didn't see. Apparently the dog advanced 1 meter, so this will be a point deducted. And then 3 seconds of delay upon entry, upon attack. And then 2 seconds of delay upon letting go of the decoy. Now we have the search of decoy. The decoy went inside here. During this time, you see in the back we have a warm-up of the guys running there, making their warm-up are the decoys that are passing the super selection, meaning that amongst them we will have the decoys of the future World Championship next year that will take place in Greece. So you see the judge is inside with the decoy because he has to make sure that everything is according to rules, and only when the judge inside uses his hornet, then will the second part of the exercise begin. No. Okay, you saw the dog actually tried to go through the fence because because he was seeing the other decoys running. They don't have a suit, so it's not against, let's say, regulations, but it's a distraction. But now the dog got on the scent of the decoy that's inside the tent here. So now comes the, let's say, more difficult part, because the decoy is hidden within the tent, so the dog actually has to go inside. Here you have the deputy judge observing from outside. Has to go inside, and as maybe you can see, when the wind is blowing, there's another hidden spot within the tent. The dog he eats all the sausages from unfortunately. You see here on the plates down, there are some sausages. So he will lose some points in the aspect general. So the dog eats all the sausages, all the hot dogs. So you see, now he went inside, but there's a second hideout within the tent that the dog has to push, and go through in order to find the there's a 3-minute limit, 5 seconds. So unfortunately, okay, you heard the hornet. Okay, oh wow, okay, you just heard. So this exactly is what I told you. I didn't know this, so this is why the judge was inside. The dog actually went inside, he saw the decoy, but he didn't start barking. So the complete exercise is to find the decoy and to signal his presence. To signal his presence by barking, which he did not. So yeah, you see, these are the empty plates because the dog ate the sausages. Now we have the stick attack over accessory. And over the fence you have the water. As you can see, the attack starts. Okay, very good. On the foot directly. One, two. Okay, it's maybe 2 extra bites. I will check to see if the judge says the same thing. 3 extra bites. Okay. Now we have the flee attack, stopped attack, and full attack. So yeah, inside you see there's this is the tent, and inside there's a second tent, so the dog has to pass through the second tent also in order to find the decoy. And this dog, unfortunately, he saw the decoy, but he did not signal him by barking, so he lost the exercise. So here we have a flea attack of the decoy. If it's red, then he has to stop the attack. If not, it's gonna be a stopped attack. He has to stop. Oh, very nice, very, very nice. You saw the dog came, he even jumped a little bit, but he did not bite. This was a very good, well executed stopped attack. 4 meters. Some 3-4 meters. The closer the attack stops, the more points that they get. And now we have a full attack, full flea attack, meaning that the decoy that you see, he has a gun in his hand, he runs away from the dog will catch him, the decoy will shoot the gun 2 times, and the dog has to not let go, of course. We'll have a full attack. Oh, very high attack on the hand, on the 1, 2 gunshots. 1, 2, and he let go. Okay. We have some extra bites. We'll see what the judges think. 3 extra bites. So 3 extra bites. But a very nice attacks from the flea attack. And now we have the last exercise of this competitor from Philippines, the garde objet, defense of object. The object that you see will be put in the middle of the circles on the point. The handler goes inside the tent, and after, the decoys will try 3 times to steal the object, 2 times just by trying to steal it, and the 3rd time they will even use water to scare the dog away. You see in the back part of the stadium we have all the decoys, warm-up, preparation for the super selection of decoys for the next year World Championship in Greece. Now we are in Portugal, near Lisbon, in Mafra, on the stadium, with a very nice audience, a very nice time for, although it's windy. But a very good weather for the dogs. Wow, okay, so you see, very nice, very nice. So you see, this is exactly okay. It was a good beginning of the exercise. You see the decoy managed to steal for some meters, good meters, the object. The dog bit him, but unfortunately after he let go of the decoy, and he went to his handler. Okay, so now we'll take a short break and we'll come back afterwards with the second part of this day of World Championship Mondioring Category 3 in Portugal.